Some breaking news in the AI world. Pope Leo is bringing AI to the Vatican. If you want to read this full quick breakdown, we have a new news segment inside of our AI Academy. This is our free school community. We have a guides, AI agents course, 30-day challenge, and this new news segment. The link to that will be in the top of the description, completely free. But I just wanted to run through this quick today because this is pretty breaking news. So on Monday, Pope Leo, the first U.S.-born pope, released his first encyclical, Magnifica Humanitas, Magnificent Humanity, a major teaching document on protecting human dignity in the age of artificial intelligence. The headline everyone's talking about, he unveiled it at the Vatican alongside Christopher Olah, who's a co-founder of Anthropic, the company behind Claude. To be precise, this isn't a signaled business deal. It's a public collaboration and dialogue on AI ethics, marked by Olah appearing and speaking at the launch. But the symbolism here is huge. The leader of the Catholic Church and the co-founder of one of the world's most valuable AI companies sharing a stage to talk about where this technology is headed. Now, what does the encyclical actually say? An encyclical is one of the most authoritative documents a pope can issue. In this one, Pope Leo called for strong, enforceable regulation on AI and urged developers to build for the common good rather than profit or power, which I found pretty interesting because this comes about 3 months after Trump's Pentagon banned Anthropic for being used for the U.S. military. So quite a change of events here. But the main themes that came up. AI in warfare is a red line. Pope Leo argued it's not acceptable to hand irreversible lethal decisions to AI systems and pushed for transparency so the chain of command behind any AI strike system is always known. Ethics on paper isn't enough. Real legal frameworks, independent oversight, and informed users matter more than good intentions. His point, a more moral AI doesn't help much if only a small handful of people decide what the morality actually is. I do agree with that. The power is too concentrated. Pope Leo warned us about a few private companies holding enormous amounts of data and decision-making power, calling it a danger, especially to children who are the most vulnerable. Human dignity over profit. Drawing on the center of Catholic social teachings, he argued that chasing profit can't justify systematic wiping of jobs. The human person is the end, not the means. He deliberately signed the document on May 15th, the 135th anniversary of Rerum Novarum, the famous 1891 encyclical on workers' rights during the Industrial Revolution, drawing a direct line between the era's upheaval and today's AI moment. Now, if you don't want to just read my breakdown here, I do have some links down here where you can read the original coverage from AP, PBS, the National Catholic Reporter, NBC. But I'm just going to finish up here. Why Anthropic and what Olah said. The Vatican has spent roughly a decade quietly engaging Silicon Valley about the human cost of technology. So Anthropic's involvement is part of a longer effort, not a one-off. And I think in the media it was kind of being spun as a one-off. Anthropic has positioned itself as a safety-first AI company, declining certain military and surveillance uses of its technology. Its Claude Constitution, the document that shapes how Claude behaves, reportedly drew on input from Catholic thinkers, including a Vatican bishop. The company has also hosted a series of gatherings with religious leaders over the past year. At the launch, Olah welcomed the Pope's criticism rather than pushing back on it. His core argument, because so much is at stake, including the real possibility of large-scale job displacement, the world needs moral voices outside the industry than the usual incentives can't bend. Now for the controversy, I wanted to cover this as well. Not everyone loved the optics. Some critics saw inviting Anthropic as a kind of papal seal of approval for an AI company, one that notably is currently in a legal fight with the Trump administration over military access, which I mentioned earlier, to its technology. Others push back on that read. It's just interesting to see both sides here. Either way, it's a recognition of the company's prominence, not endorsement of it per se. But why this matters: experts across tech, academia, and Catholic circles expect Magnifica Humantes to become a reference point in the AI debate. Something policymakers, researchers, and everyday people return to. It lands at a moment when AI's pace is fueling anxiety about jobs, warfare, and who actually controls the technology. For context, Anthropic and OpenAI are among the most valuable private companies in the US and arguably the world, each reportedly heading towards enormous IPOs. The bigger question I think that needs to be asked here is who gets to decide the ethics of the most powerful technology in human history or of our time. If you're in our free school community and you read this guide or you watched this video, I'll have a little post down here where we can all go through our comments, questions, talk about it. That's why I started adding news to the AI Academy. I thought it was rather important. I also run the AI debrief, which goes through news, tools, tricks. We're about to hit 100,000 subscribers here, which is amazing. But again, if you want to engage in this free community, get all the news updates, get all the free guides, get the agents course, get the challenge, get the news stuff. First link top of the description. Post a video every single day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Subscribe. Deuces.